Well, hello folks on YouTube. Larry back here and welcome back to the channel. Going to be starting a new series today, as I kind of touched on a previous short. I'm currently coming to you from the Dallas Arboretum, a place of wonderful scenery, and currently undergoing the Fall Fest with pumpkins and all of the wonderful things of fall surrounding us, music and such as that. What this series is going to document is my wife and I are about to completely upend and change our lives. We've been Dallas residents for over a decade now, and we're looking for a more simple life with less surroundings, less traffic, less hustle and bustle, and more calmness and serenity. So what this video is going to cover is it's going to cover our journey from our location here in Dallas with its good and bad surroundings, and changing completely, going to the Ozark Mountains. The Ozark Mountain area is some property that my wife actually has had in her family for over 100 years. There's a home on it and 20 acres, and on this home, of course, has come into some disarray in the previous 3 or 4 years. So what this is going to document is it's going to document us getting the place ready, which is going to require some painting, some renovation, and some repair work, getting the lawn under control, which has had some overgrowth and such, and also building a brand new garage for me to continue my car building. We hope you enjoy this journey, and thank you for joining us. And now, for the first time appearing on my channel and introducing her channel, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs, my wife Holly.
Hello. For those of you who don't already know, my name is Holly LaFevers. And over the last 4 years, both my parents have passed away. I've lived through a global pandemic. I was laid off during the pandemic, and I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. Since that time, my husband and I have overcome all of those challenges. But living through all of that can inevitably change a person. And it has changed us. And what we have decided to do is to give up our life in the city. We live in Dallas, one of the largest cities in America, and we have decided to move to an off-grid community out in the middle of the Ozarks. When my parents passed away, I inherited a piece of property that has been in my family for over 100 years. It has a house on it, 20 acres, down a small country dirt road, hours from any Dillard's or mall, and we have decided that we're not going to let the last 4 years define us. We're going to take control of our lives and find peace. And my new channel, which I am calling Mount Calm Living, is going to document that journey.
Now what you'll notice here is when we first arrived at the house, as expected, the house was in quite a bit of a shape of disarray, a lot of trash, a lot of garbage. The house was basically a total disaster. We're going to have to do a total remodel after cleaning up all of the junk. We've already got that well underway. Going to repaint the house, put new floors in portions of it. And of course, step one is getting the stuff cleaned up. That's what we've got to do now. A lot of junk there. We've got the dumpster there. I've already filled it up and towed it off about 3 times, but the work continues and we are getting there. Right now, the main thing that we're going to have to be doing is we're going to be spending our time getting the place cleaned up and ready to go. Get everything situated where we can actually get ready to move in. I've got some remodel work to do on the house. I've got to replace one of the floors that had an old linoleum floor in it. We're going to peel that up and put a new floor down on it. I may show that, I may not. That's living quarters. That's not really what I do on this channel. But once we get everything up and running and ready to go, it is going to be great. We've gotten a lot of work done already. The mere fact that the weeds are not overgrowing around the house and a lot of the garbage and trash and refuse has been picked up means we're well on our way to getting this into a livable situation. And on the first trip down, what we're doing here is the basement. We're basically getting it ready to paint the walls. Once we get the walls painted, we're going to go ahead and put down new flooring. Over here is the kitchen, and we're going to be replacing all the appliances and of course backsplash and everything. So all of this will be totally remodeled and repainted as we go.
Welcome to our new farm. We have a lot of work to do and we're just getting started, but I wanted to show you around. This property has been in my family for over 100 years. It started to fall into disarray, so my husband and I decided to buy it, and we're going to fix it up into our own little homestead and move in and live here. So I wanted just to show you around a bit. This is the main house behind me. We have a greenhouse over here that needs some repair, and back here in the background is where my husband is building his shop for his antique car restoration hobby. I just wanted to walk around the front and give you guys kind of a glance of the view. So this is our view from our front lawn. as I said, we still have a lot of cleaning up to do and work from the previous people who were living here. But I'm very excited. Can't wait to share it with you. Okay.
See what we've got going here. This is some land that my wife inherited from her parents. We've got about 20 acres here. Some nice area. That's her brother's house. Don't pay no mind to that. This over here is the house we're going to be living in. We're getting everything cleaned up. This is where my shop is going to be. It's a 30 by 40 structure. That's the slab we're pouring right now. We're currently got this in the middle of getting this ready to pour the slab. Hopefully in the next week or two we can get that going. But the folks that I've got working this out have already gotten a lot done. They've got the land leveled, got the gravel down and everything else. So we're just getting everything ready. It's going to be very nice because until this, I've been doing all of my work in a very small 2-car garage in the suburbs. This is going to be much better for my activities though, because it's out here. I'm going to have over twice the space that I do now. Lots of storage space, lots of space to grow. No HOA, which is always a great thing. So once we get the slab poured, I'll order my building, get the building on the way. They said it's about 4 to 6 weeks once it's ordered. So hopefully within a couple of months we'll be ready to go and get the shop in the dry, and then I can start moving stuff in and finish out the shop. I'm doing this on a budget as I can. The aim now is to get the slab poured and get the building in the dry and get the building itself completed. Then of course I'll add the electricity, insulation, and things like that as I can, because we're looking at about an 8-month period before I'm ready to move. But once we get it moved out here, it's going to be very, very nice. I can even put a lift in there if I decide to do so. This is a shed that's been on the property. That one area makes it look a little bit scary, but in reality, it's just one of the siding walls that's down. This is easily fixed because the bones of this building are excellent. The timbers are good. It's just got a bunch of junk in it left over from the previous people that lived here. And as you can see, overall, the roof is in good shape. The beams are in good shape. It just needs a concrete floor of some sort put down. So we'll get to work on that as soon as we can as well.